Hey folks, as you can probably guess with the bright jacket, we're out on a little bike ride, and I've said to a few people, they were asking about the Shengmilo S600 which we bought Dylan for Christmas. A few people's asked us how it's going, and although I've done an original, like a quick review on it when we first got the bike back in December or early January, which is a different video on my YouTube channel if you want to watch that. I thought I can do a half-yearly review. The only thing is we haven't done many miles on it. It's only covered about 120 miles because it's a second bike to us. It's a Ben's bike, and a lot of the time we're down the caravan or on our other electric bikes. So during the summer these don't get used that much. So it's only done 120 mile. But it is 7 months old, and I thought I could tell you how the bike's been, how it's going, some good points and some bad points. So let's have a look at it. So folks, the first thing I need to mention about the bike is the negatives, because I'm going to finish on a high on the positives. And to be fair, there aren't any negatives really, just a couple of niggly points. So the first niggly point was this mud guard here. This rear mud guard, these bolts that hold it on would constantly work loose, because we're off-road all the time and a lot of the vibrations, them bolts would work loose, and they probably should have Loctite on, which meant this rear mudguard would become loose, and because it's metal it would rattle its tits off. So what I had to do is I drilled through it, put this threaded bar through and a nut on the top. That's now solid, it hasn't moved since. That's the only real negative that I can mention. Miss D says the seat is a little bit hard, but I think that's only compared to the seats on our other bikes, which are really soft. But she says the suspension on it cancels out how hard the seat is, and I could change that, but I don't want to, because it has a lovely handle which helps you lift the bike and move the bike about at the back, which leads us on to the third negative point, which is the overall weight of the bike. Bike's very heavy when you're moving it about and trying to get it out and put it away. But given that it's got over 2,000 watts of power, it's got 2 motors, and it's a big bike, you get away with that. The bike, once it's moving, the bike manages that weight all by itself. So that's only really the 3 negatives I can see about the bike, and the positives far outweigh any negatives. So what are the positives? So the positives I would mention is, with my other bikes, I tend to put these accessories on them, and bags and mud guards and stuff, to make the bike my own, and to make it look a little bit better. But with the Shengmilo we're having to do that. The bike itself just looks tremendous, especially with them fat wheels on, the fat tyres on it, and them oversized forks. I haven't had to put any accessories on it really. I put some spoke covers on, and that's it. Like I say, the bike is super powerful. Has two 1,000 watt motors. One in the front wheel there, you see that, 1,000 watts there it says, and one in the rear. All that power makes this bike illegal to ride on UK roads, although it is restricted. It can be restricted to 15.9. It can get up to like 35-40 mile an hour if you're unrestricted. But we're off-road all the time anyway, so that doesn't really affect us. Given it also has a throttle as well. That throttle can override the pedal assist on the bike, which again makes it illegal to use on public roads in the UK. Yeah. One of the negatives I will mention, I've just mentioned 3, haven't I? I've just thought of another one, is the pedal assist. Because it's not a torque sensor, but it's rather a rotational sensor, you kind of governed, the bike lurches a little bit. So if you want to ride slow, you've got to, with me high bike here behind us, for example, if you want to ride slow, you just put less effort into the pedals, and the bike reacts to that. Oh, he's putting less effort in, he doesn't want to go fast, so it doesn't give you that power. Because it has a rotational sensor on the Shengmilo, as soon as you move the pedals, the bike wants to be aware, and to control the speed, you've got to then go through the power settings 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not a big issue. Just if you want to ride really slow and take in the scenery. As you can see, guys, we're in a wonderful spot here. We've just come through a farmer's gate and it looks like it's been baling up the hay. The sun's beating down. The wind is quite cold, and now that we're out of the wind, I'm getting a bit of a sweat on. But another thing Heather's just mentioned, or Mrs. D has just mentioned about this bike, she currently has a bad knee. She's struggling to walk, so cycling as well is quite difficult for her. But because the Shengmilo does have the throttle, and it's just so powerful, it hasn't been too harsh on her knees. She's managing quite well with it. It's a good bike, isn't it, Miss D? So folks, what we're going to do is, because it's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm in a stunning, beautiful field, I'm going to have a beer, sit down and prop myself against that bale and Mrs. D. I'm going to have a beer, and I'm going to do a bit of a bike ride and stop every now and again and talk a little bit about the bike as stuff pops into my head. I mean, I've covered quite a lot because I waffle too much when I've had a drink. But yeah, we'll get a bit of a bike ride. I'll stop every now and again, and yeah, when stuff pops into my head, to tell you about the bike, how it's been, how it's going, about the ownership, we'll do that. So now I'm going to have a beer and take this coat off. Doesn't get any better than this. Sat in the corner of a field with a beer and my bikes, and the Mrs. D, propped against a hay bale, like I'm 12-year-old again. I wasn't having a beer at 12, but all the other stuff. This is cool as out. Really should do it if you get the chance. Wow. I'm absolutely loving this.
It's a bit warm.
Stay
That's a corner of an apple tree. It's going to have some belters on, not quite ripe yet. They'll be nice apples when they're ripe. They're not too bad now, actually. Very zingy. Wow. I try to go find that. Try someone else. That there looks like a piece of bird poop. Or animal poop. I believe it's a bird pellet of an owl or kestrel. Some kind of bird of prey that eats other mammals. The couple of pellet with the fur and the bones, because they cannot digest the fur and the bones. So I believe that's what that is, a pellet of a bird of prey of some kind. Hey folks, how's that for a view? Fantastic. Not only is it a fantastic view, I've just learned something today. So I'm looking at this crop here, which I've just videoed there and just panned round. Yeah, it's a stunning view. But this crop, I thought it was some kind of wheat, some form of wheat. So using Google search, it's actually it's a crop called spelt. S-P-E-L-T. Spelt. And it's an ancient crop known for its nutty flavour. It is used to make breads, heavy dough breads and cakes, but it has a nutty and earthy flavour. And I'll show you, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it. Spelt it's called. A form of wheat, but an ancient wheat. Wow, I love this. So Mrs. D rides this bike a lot more than what I do. And what she has mentioned is you do get a lot of road noise because the tyres are so big. Couple that with all the metal mud guards, you do get a lot of road noise, not rattling, but tinny. Still. Right, onwards. In the words of Mrs. D, it's a bit of an animal. Go on. Oh yeah, you're right. That folks is an old railway station, Thurles railway station, which is now a cafeteria. Stunning, eh?
Yes.
Watch. Yes.
Cheers.
Seconds out. Round 2. Yes. Heather needs to catch up, like. Drinking the big boys now. That's a steep bank, folks. And that was a piece of piss. Even for Heather. Hello folks, so we're back at the lakeside. We've done about 25 mile up to now. We've probably got about 5 mile left to go. And interestingly enough, my high bike has out of 5 bars on the battery, I've used 2. I mean, she's an older bike and she's got, I think she's got about 1700 miles on. So yeah, I've got 3 bars left out of 5, but the Shengmilo, whether you can see that, still has 1, 2, 3. Still has four bars left out of 5. I mean, it's a newer bike, but it is more powerful, but it's got a good battery on it as well. So that's another positive. It's got a great battery on it. Absolutely stunning here, folks. And as much as I want to stop here and enjoy this stunning, what's going to be, or looks to be, stunning sunset behind us, we're going to head back to my local fishing pond. I'm a member, so it has lock gates back to get in, and I just know around there that has one of the best sunsets. So yeah, we've got a few miles to do yet, and maybe I'm gonna, well, I've said maybe I'm gonna have another beer. I think I've got a cider left. I'm gonna have a nice cider around my local fishing pond and watch this sunset. Before I do, I'm gonna quickly show you, I've just spotted one, nature's rattle. Have a look at this. So folks, if we ignore this beautiful oxy daisy and look up here to these here, these is I don't know what we call these plants, but they are actually nature's rattle, and if you shake them, they rattle. Listen to this. That's the seeds inside the pod rattling. Nature's rattle. Should really know what plant it is. Like I said before, I'm no botanist. Don't know whether you can hear that or not. Like my old E46, it's rattling its tits off. Yes folks, we're at my local fishing pond. The sun's about to set over the background and it is stunning. It's flat, it's beautiful. Let's talk about the Shengmilo. Is it any good? Yes, it's more than any good. It's absolutely brilliant, to be fair, for the money. 1200 quid. And I know I haven't done that many miles on it, so people might think, well, you kind of comment, you haven't done that many miles. The miles that I have done on this has been quite hard. If you look at some of my other videos, it's been torn about me mountain bike trailer, the little fishing and barbecue trailer, which I suspect when it's fully laden with beer, food, 2 seats, a tent, a gas cooker, I'm guessing that weighs in excess of 30 kilo. Then you've got me riding the bike at 85 kilo. There's well over 100 kilo being pulled around on this bike, and it does it with ease. I think the other bikes would struggle. This is a brilliant bike. If you're thinking about buying one, you're not sure because it's unbranded, it's absolutely brilliant bike. It's done everything it says on the tin. Super powerful, weighty, torquey. Do I like it? Yes, I love it. And does Mrs. D like it?
Definitely.
Definitely. Shengmilo S600. It's a thumbs up from us. And I'm going to enjoy my beer now. Well, actually, it's a cider. But what a night. I've only got the 1 inch.
We know.
I'll give you a couple of inches later on, darling. Promise.
Bye.